Hey, how's everybody doing? Welcome back to Ass Hat Podcast here on YouTube. Now, this one, whoo, buddy, got a little history. As I mentioned before, I started reading comics in the later 70s. I was born in the mid 70s, and reading means actually reading them. I was five. I learned how to read when I was like four. So I was picking up comics by the time I was five. But like I was three, I was getting comics, people would read them to me. So I got like the Richie Rich shit. Like all the kids comics, the Looney Tunes, the Bugs Bunny comics, the Disney comics, the Archie stuff. Well, not really the Archie stuff, like Little Archie, but not the other Archie because that was for teenagers. And they pick up the Harvey stuff for me, Richie Rich and Casper and all that. And I preferred Rich out all that stuff because I don't know if I just wasn't exposed to it or it wouldn't come out time, but there was like no Carl Barks duck stuff crossing my way. So I'm like, I don't give a shit about most of the Disney stuff. So I prefer the Harvey stuff. Well, I was still picking the Harvey stuff up until sometime in the early 80s, they just disappeared for a while. Then they made a comeback, and Marvel decided, wait a minute, we want in on this kids thing, and they'd already put out a comic called Muppet State Manhattan. It was an adaptation of the Muppet State Manhattan movie under their Star Imprint line, Star Comics imprint line. And what that was Marvel's all ages. I know they went to comic shops, but finding copies that aren't newsstand copies is not easy. I didn't know about this trade. And it turned out there's two more. I've got both of them ordered. And the reason I ended up reading all these, because by the time this shit was coming out, this was probably, 85, 86, 84. I was past the age of reading this stuff. But it looked like Harvey stuff. There was no the new Harvey stuff was out. And they had a deal there. There's some cereal, if you bought like 2 or 3 boxes of it and sent a proof of purchase, you got the first issues of, I want to say, all these plus like maybe Heathcliff. Because in the original run, the only things they had that Marvel published that were not owned by them, that I remember right, was they had Muppet Babies, and Heathcliff, and really that's all I can think of. Now, one that's not in here because they put out a separate collection of that. They did. This is where after the Marvel Tales TAILS one shot came out, they did a bi-monthly Peter Porker the Spectacular Spider-Man series. That's not in here. This is just all the Harvey inspired, some of them very heavily, because you can see this character right here in the middle. First couple of issues of these that Marvel put out that they own through Star. So go over here. We got Planet Terry, Planet, like the word planet and the name Terry, Top Dog, Royal Roy, and Wally the Wizard. And this is, do I have a comic around here? Fuck. This is smaller than your average comic. It's kind of like that. It's a little bit bigger than the size they put out like the manga collections in. Yeah, it's a little bit off. I like it though. Volume 1, there's Top Dog and stuff. And what they gave us was the first 2 issues of Planet Terror, which I've read the first one. The first 2 issues of Royal Roy, which I've read the first one. The first 3 issues of Top Dog, which I've read the first one. The first 2 issues of Wally the Wizard. This collection for kids of all ages not only gets 4 stars, it has 4 stars. Planet Terry, Wally the Wizard, Royal Roy, and Top Dog, Space Opera, Arthurian era fantasy, sovereign secrets, and canine crime fighting. Collected the first time, aliens, demons, ghosts, spies, and more. And this is a fairly recent thing. Like I said, I had no idea it was out there. I looked, I'm like, holy shit. And I was doing an order off Amazon, and it was not cover price. Cover price on this is $20. It was like $10. All right, it's on basically like the paper they use on the Archie Digest now. And these Marvel Adventures, the Spider-Man's good, the Hulk is good, the Avengers good. I've never read that Iron Man. What time frame is this? That's what we're gonna start off with. I like that cover. And Royal Roy he's a rich like king somewhere. He was their Richie Rich. And here's the thing. Okay, writer is Lenny Herman. I don't know who that is, but the penciler on Planet Terry, Royal Roy, Top Dog is Warren Creamer, who, if I remember right, was the Hot Stuff, one of the main Richie Rich guys. I don't think he did Casper. He might have did Sad Sack. And on Wally the Wizard, you got Howard Post and Bob Bolin, who, if I remember right on that, both worked at Harvey. I think a lot of Harvey people worked on this shit. Writers is Lenny Herman, Stan Cameron, Roy. I already mentioned Lenny Herman is Planetary. Top Dog is Lenny Herman. Wally the Wizard is Bob Bolin and Sid Jacobson. That's back when Joker Saw was under. Look at that. There's Planetary. I remember he had this robot woman and like this alien guy that worked with it. And it looks, you look at it, it looks like, fucking Richard Rich in space. And that's pretty much what it was. This lasted the longest out of all the ones in here. I thought Top Dog was a big hit. For some reason, I was thinking Top Dog was a big enough hit. It had like 2 series. It didn't. It had this one. This one lasted 12 issues, but these are all bi-monthly titles. So, 12 issues was 2 years. Because the only one of these I subscribed to. I don't know why I didn't subscribe to Peter Porker because I love it, but I love fucking Muppet Babies. So I subscribed to Muppet Babies and was pissed because it didn't say in the ad that it was a bi-monthly title. So I paid for 12 issues and it took I'm like, well, fuck, I get 2 years worth, but still only 12 issues. And it's just space opera adventure, kid stuff. I mean, come on, the robot looks like Mona from Richie Rich. It's Richie Rich in space. Star Wars Richie Rich. And the alien, I don't know what you really. And this is how he gets all the guys on the side. I've never read the second issue because I just didn't have it back in the day. But I mean, the art looks nice. The reproduction here is good. I remember the colors popping like this back in the day. So, and it was I wish I could remember what the cereal was, but you had it was like 3 proofs of Persian, and it ended up being there was like 2, and one was the cereal my mom liked. So that week I begged her to get me 2 boxes of so one. Get some free comics. Remember how they had cool shit coming with cereal? And usually, the stories you could have multiple parts in one issue. Royal Roy. Long live Cashalot! Long live King Rion, Queen Regalia. Yeah. And it's, fucking Richie. I mean, look at this. It's Richie Rich. It really is. And I'm surprised I didn't see. And this one didn't last long. This one, I think, lasted like a year and a half, 9 issues. Let me see something real quick. Were all these bi-monthly? Yep, May and then July. And it was not bad. So I'm sure kids enjoyed them. And the line ended up doing, it's like, remember now, because they had Thundercats. They had, I think that was the second He-Man comics that way, not including the mini comics that came with the figures. There was 2 Star Wars series. There was an Ewoks one based on the Ewoks cartoon that was there at the time. There was a Droids one that's based on Droids cartoon, but the cool thing is either the last 2 or 3 issues of the comic, because it lasted like 9 issues, are a retelling of the first Star Wars movie to come out, one that's episode 4, one's called New Hope, through the eyes of R2-D2 and C-3PO. Really cool little thing. I've got 2 of the issues. And of course, those Star Wars ones, the fans have bumped those up where you're going to pay about $9 a pop. What else is there? There's Mad Balls. That's one I collect. Get Along Game, like a bunch of cartoon ones. Out of all these, honestly, I'll pick up the next 2 collections. As a matter of fact, I got both of them ordered. I'll pick them up just to have them on the shelf, pull out and be like, hey, y'all remember this shit? And read them. I'll read them once or twice. Look, I like having some kids comics like this every once in a while. Something, just brainless. These make perfect toilet reading. I mean, you get up in the morning, you're like half asleep, I gotta wake up. I gotta go take a dump. So you go sit on the toilet and grab like your Archie Digest. This is a little bit bigger than a digest, but it feels like a digest. This is Top Dog. Top Dog was the one I just did not give a fuck about at all. I'm like Heathcliff. I didn't give a fuck about Heathcliff either. Alf's another one of the big series. That lasted a long. Alf is probably the longest lasting Star Comic series, but I think like towards the end it was not even Star Comic because Star was gone. And that's the one I probably read the most of, to be honest. That or Muppet Babies. Wally the Wizard. And this one does look a little different, but it looks Archie-like little Archie. I think it's who Bob Baldwin is. I think he's a little Archie artist. Yeah, just cool little old school comics. And then, oh shit, they got, oh fuck, look at this! They found fucking like the print ads. Look at that, like the one-pagers. I love they did that. And his hair's different, eh? Yeah, see, it's yellow there. Oh, he looks too much like Richie. That's what it was. When I say advertise, Long Adventures, The Avengers, Marvel Super Power Pack. Okay. That's a cool little tray for, cheap price, I don't know how many modern kids would read it and enjoy it. They might, like little kids. I love this. I loved the Harvey shit when I was a kid, and I still enjoy reading it. It's one where if I'm digging through a long box of comics, and I'm still going to find any Harvey issue, if it's $2 or less, I'm going to buy it. Because I got a pile, but I don't know what all I have, and I don't mind getting dupes. Because when I was a kid, me and my cousin, who we don't really talk anymore, I ain't seen him. God, I was early 20s last time I saw him. No. He was at somebody's funeral, so it's probably been about 15 years, whatever. We had this little contest going on. Whoever could get the most Richard Rich comics. And like a certain, I might have been a year. I'm not exactly sure. I think it might have been a year. And him and I were just getting from all over the place. And this is the time frame. This was probably, we were like 6, 7. We'd started like regular school. So we were like first grade, second grade, 6, 7. Somewhere around there. And our local library had a comic trade. So if you brought a comic, you could trade 1 for 1. And like him and I would get comics from wherever we could, trade them in to get more Richard Rich shit. So I'm trying to like redo that. And I probably got more now than I did then. I know back then I hit 100 comics and like, oh my God, I got 100. His mom was bitching because he had no place to store 100 comics. But I'm out, everybody. Hope you enjoyed that. Remember, if you did, give me a thumbs up. Latest.